This segment of Delmarva Life is brought to you by Pam Price and Associates, Remax Coast and Country.
So the old saying goes, if it sounds like it's too good to be true, then it probably is. That statement rings all kinds of truth when it comes to the housing market.
Specifically, online estimates. Local real estate broker Pam Price says, though the prices may seem perfect, sometimes they're not accurate. Delmarva Life's Katie Zerilli sat down with Pam to learn more.
Today's housing market is like an uneven seesaw that makes for quite a bit of difficulty in play.
It's still busy, but the shortage is still there. So the whole supply and demand, if we can just get that one to balance and get some houses on the market, then I feel like we'd be in much better shape.
But even in these stressful circumstances, local real estate broker Pam Price continues her commitment to helping folks find homes.
Are you having a good year, though, so far?
Yes, it's been very good. I know a lot of agents said it's been slow for them, and I felt like it may have been a little slower, but it's gone crazy in the last few weeks, and it's just the typical cycle. It's just we're used to fast, and then winter comes and it's just not as busy as the spring and summer.
So obviously, like with this time, and probably like you're saying, like, hey, we need houses to sell, people might like start thinking about their own house, and then they might like turn to the internet and wonder what it costs. What happens typically like when that happens, as opposed to maybe like going to you?
Well, as soon as you type your address in, and you're going to get all the different websites popping up that's going to tell you what the value is. And the bad news is it could be right and it could be wrong. So it depends on the other houses in the area and what they've sold for. So for example, if a house that just sold 2 houses down was totally updated and sold for $300, it's going to pull that as your value, but it's never been inside your house, so it doesn't know if you do have granite countertops or if you don't. So those are reasons why you need a live human to go in your house and see really what it's worth, so that you can feel good about being priced right, because you can go down, but you can never go up. So they always want to start high. But if you start too high, and I'm not saying you can't go a little above, but if you start too high, then your listing gets overlooked. And then people start watching the days on the market. And especially in this market, if you have a ton of days on market, then it's instantly, what's wrong with it? Why hasn't it sold? Why is it available for me to go look at, 14 days later, even in this market? So it's not good to be overpriced. Your best bet is to price it right out of the gate and get your multiple offers, because typically your first offer is your best offer, and people do put their best foot forward on the first offer when it's very fresh and new, because they know of the competition.
So do people do that wrong on the other end too? Like if they're looking for houses, like they look at it as an estimate and they think that it's going to be less than it is, or?
We just had this today. The lady is not from here, and she wants to put in an offer on this house because she's looking at looking at the valuation online that tells her that it's worth X, Y, or Z. She is going to lose because now we're in a multiple offer situation. She's going to lose because she's so sold that that's an accurate website evaluation. So she's going to lose it because she doesn't have enough information or want to hear it. She solely believes that that's how it should be.
And I feel like if they're working with you, right? You said you have 16 years of experience.
Right.
You built your resume up. You've seen every market. Like, I feel like people have a reason to trust you.
Right.
Like that you know what you're talking about.
Well, and honestly, I turn down listings all the time right now, even though I need them so bad, because if they don't know where they're going, then I don't want them to be homeless. I need them to figure out their plan A, plan B, plan C, because everyone's like, well, we'll just get a rental. Well, it's really not that easy right now. So I really want them to explore what the possibilities are, because sometimes people get so anxious at the end, you know, it's 2 weeks from settlement and they don't know where they're going. And then they want to backpedal. And then by then we've had, you know, the buyers spent thousands of dollars in inspections, appraisal, the whole 9 yards, and then they want to back out, then it's a lawsuit. So we just want everyone to kind of know in this market, it's just a different market, and we need every listing we can get. But at the same time, we need to know where you're going so I can sleep good at night.
I feel like that's cool though. It shows that like you care about the people too, not just their houses.
Right. The one I just left, that's what he said. I cannot believe that you would say not to list it right now if, you know, because you said you need listings. And I'm like, I know, but you know, if you really don't know, that's too scary for me. It could be, you know, 3 states they would want to live in. And when they don't know the rental situation in any of them, I would feel much better if they called and kind of knew, oh, well, this one availability. Then we at least have a backup.
Yeah.
But if you have no backup, and right now, if you price your house right, your house is going to sell in a week, and you're going to have to pack and be done in 45 days max. So 45 days goes super, super fast when you have a 2,000 square foot house, let alone if you have a 4,000 square foot house that you have to pack. So not a lot of time.
Pam's a pal in the pandemonium, urging folks to be smart, safe, and savvy.
And if you haven't already, you can like Pam Price and Associates on Facebook to check out her latest listings. You don't want to go at it alone.
Yeah, and she's got great listings, but they go quick.
They do go quick.